But how about the typical or clinic people? Usually they did not recommend the brace for the OA patient. 지금 저는 스웨덴에 있는 스톡홀름의 전시장에 지금 와 있습니다. 이번에 이제 ISPO라고 국제 의지 보조기 이제 학회 및 전시회를 갖다가 이제 유럽에서 이제 매년 주최하고 있는데, 뭐 이거는 유럽에서만 주최하는 게 아니라 이제 다양한 국가에서 이제 개최를 하는데, 주로 이제 모이기가 조금 편한, 전 세계에서 있는 그런 이런 관련된 종사자들이 조금 더 편하게 접근하기 위해서 유럽에서 많이 하는 편입니다. 그래서 이제 보시는 바와 같이 이제 신발, 기능성 신발이나 아니면 이제 절단 장애인들이나 아니면 일반인들이 이제 사용하는 보호대, 보조기 종류들을 갖다가 이제 전문적으로 이제 전시하는 곳이라서 저희 관련된 사업이랑 굉장히 관련이 깊은데, 이번에 이제 저희 이제 관련자가 이쪽에 이제 전시회가 있어가지고는 겸사겸사 도울 겸 해가지고는 지금 왔는데, 지금 1일차다 보니까는 지금 굉장히 많이 분주하고 자기 준비가 잘 된 곳이 많은데, 아무튼 저희가 이제 준비가 되는 대로 또 상세한 정보를 갖다가 올려드리도록 하겠습니다. Hello, I'm back. Can I recording all of this interview? Can I recording all this video?
Yeah, sure. 나다.
오케이. 괜찮아요? May I see this? Is this the 3D printing?
Yes.
Very good quality, I think. It's just one mold with this. One side printing or some assembly together.
Separately printed and then fixed
Separate,
together.
fixed
Yeah.
together.
But we just... This is printed, also 3D printed in one time.
One time.
Yeah. And here you have two pieces and that both rest. You have the black one and the white one, and then they will put together.
Hello. I'm the BREG distributor in the South Korea.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have some contact from the Bianca or Maritza?
No, I don't really have that contact. I work in Norway, so
Norway.
I don't have really that much contact in that direction. So I'm taking care of Norwegian customers and selling BREG, of course.
Yeah. So how was your sales in the Europe in the BREG product?
Well, it's okay. We're going okay. It's more we're selling more, the Duo and all the knee products are going pretty well. Now we lost Vista from some we are selling also in Sweden at least a lot of these.
Oh, really?
On the top there, but that's going to hospitals.
Because you have a lot of powerful brand in here, like a Medi or China's brand is much more cheaper.
Yeah,
So-
of course. the Norway prices doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, we have a reimbursement system
Oh,
that's
really?
paying for everything. So they're not really. If there's something that is really, really expensive, they say, okay, I think it was a little bit too high. But normally they just choose what is best for the patient. And
But in South Korea, we don't have any reimbursement system of the
okay.
brace.
So
We are very careful about the price.
the price. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand that.
So,
And it's cheaper to buy something Chinese product or yeah.
and same time, I'm focused on to the OA brace is much more increased.
Yeah, right.
Because the South Korea population is a little bit decreased right now.
Ah, okay,
Same
yeah.
time, it's very older people is
I
very
see.
older.
I see. Okay, yeah.
So, but how about the typical or clinic people? Usually, did not recommend the brace for the OA patient. At
Yeah.
same time in here, no. Some doctors
Yeah.
does not recommend the OA knee brace for the patient.
No, they don't. The doctors don't know anything about the knee braces, so they just send the patients to the clinics or
Yeah.
to the orthopedic clinics, and they choose what to use.
Because the Korean doctors did not recommend the brace
Okay.
because they are thinking the muscle weakness and the
Right.
proprioception is very weak
Right.
with the brace.
Yeah. Okay.
So usually the Korean is not popular.
No. Okay.
So
I see.
little bit different thinking in here.
I don't know in Sweden, but Norway they choose whatever they want to use. The orthopedic engineers they're choosing what is they think is best for the patient. They don't care if it's BREG or Donjoy or what it is. They just are thinking, functionality and so it's not really any system for that. It's
But anyway, most of the problem the reimbursement system, I think.
yeah, I think so.
Anyway, thanks for your having time.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
So I will take around more, I think.
Do that.
Yeah, thank you.
I got tired myself.
Hello, may I record the video? It's fine?
Yeah, you can take a video.
Yeah. So usually you are recommended for the unloading brace is for the OA patient?
Yes, this correct.
So how about the OA market in the Europe?
We are in Scandinavian markets, we are in the UK, we are everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yeah. And we are not too much in Iberia, but other than that, you can get it everywhere.
Do you have a reimbursement system for the OA patient?
Payback of the brace.
Yeah.
So we are able to reduce the pain. If you go from a pain from 8, you bring it down to 2 to 3. So it is called clinical relevant. That's what we have.
Because most of the Asia market is not support to the government about the OA patient, so it's not easy.
But you are from BREG, correct?
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. So I was working for the OSA company a couple of years in the time. So I know some patient level we can define the using the patient because the OSA product can be using to mild and moderate patient is fine, I think. Mild and moderate OA patient.
And severe.
Yeah. So do you have any severe patients? What do you recommend? Severe patient?
No.
No?
We have different braces for different categories of the severity of the OA.
Because other, like the Medi, the other company made some hard shell, like the aluminium or...
Yeah, but that's the different braces. So Media has a brace which is from lower to medium or moderate.
Yeah.
Then we have from moderate to severe, so we have the same.
Is it possible to custom made?
This is all off the shelf.
Off the shelf, not custom made?
No.
So it's very good function and good material, yeah.
from BREG, what do you sell?
So usually I'm focused on the severe patients for the like the hardship
Yeah.
because little bit the OA patient has a lot of varus and valgus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not easy application. The only one single arm right patient. Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, we had that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are recommend the double arm right by is much better for patients, I think.
That was the old approach we had.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So it's very popular in the South Korea also, unloading-brace like this.
Yeah.
At the same time, some patients are uncomfortable about that. So they change the product like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's not easy because most of the doctors said did not recommend the unloading-brace.
Yeah.
You know why?
No, I'm not a big surgeon.
Because
Why?
because most of the doctor thinking the brace can be possible muscle weakness, and at the same time proprioception is a little bit lower.
Yeah.
So that's why the brace is not
That's
recommended.
not true. So, but that is what you hear often. Yeah.
It's not easy, you know. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for your good information
You're welcome.
about that. Anyway, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Welcome. Bye.
Bye bye. Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
South Korea.
South Korea?
Yeah.
You an orthotist or?
Yeah. I'm CPO too. Maybe 2010, I think.
Okay.
In that time, I was the Townsend distributor in
Oh,
the South
really?
Korea.
Okay.
So your product is a little bit familiar to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Which company?
So
You from?
in that time,
Yeah.
I was involved with the other company.
Okay.
Now I am independent, personal. My company is established right now.
Okay.
So after the emerging with the Zhuang and the Townsend,
Yeah.
a little bit different. The change the distributor in South Korea. So
Okay. What product do you distribute also, or?
also I'm distributing the BREG product.
Brake
actually.
products.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How is it going?
It's not easy, you
Not
know.
easy.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Because very
Lot of-
higher price is a little bit.
Yeah, and a lot of local competition, right?
Yeah,
With,
that's right.
A lot of companies making braces in
Yeah.
Busan and
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Now I'm focused on to the unloading brace, like the OA knee brace.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know this one?
No, never seen that. Yeah.
So it's our newest single upright
Yeah.
OA knee brace. So it's universal size. So
Universal,
you just
really?
choose left or right for
Oh.
medial or lateral, right medial, left medial. The other, so it's quite light. The shell is quite flexible, so it adapts to any types of morphologies. We still use the TM5 that you know, the hinge, the Townsend hinge. Compared to other products, and mainly the other one maybe that you know, we try to increase compliance as much as possible, because on the other one the straps cross here, so
Yeah.
not comfortable. So this is free now. And then we have this buttress here for the fitting. Do you know the another one? We have that
Quad
a
system.
lot.
Yeah.
In this one, so you cut the straps. So basically you adjust, you remove the alligator tab here, you cut, you pull and you adjust as much as you want for the correction.
Yeah.
And for the fine tuning of adding a little bit or releasing a little bit, then you use this one. So it's quite fine adjustment, and compliance increases quite a lot.
So already a little bit discuss about the different patient level, like the moderate and some light level OA patient require like the single upright bar is enough.
So this is more moderate, I would
Yeah.
say. Moderate if
But-
you have more serious ones.
Yeah.
You need a double upright. So this
Yeah, of course, yeah.
This is the Townsend one. Maybe you know that this is the original. We
Yeah.
just changed the logo, but the Rebel reliever is the offloading one. So 9 degrees offloading here, 9 there. So this is more for serious OA.
Sometimes our local company is the copy of like this one, but the frame strength is not enough for the support is not
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, we have different versions, and this aluminum is quite strong.
Yeah.
For the ligament, we use the same, and we have ligament bracing also for athletes with a stronger aluminum. So yeah, we tend to.
original location in the US or Europe?
So these ones are these ones we have a logistics platform in Europe. So we are a French company, and we hold these on stock in Europe. And for some other the made-to-measure products, it's still Bakersfield, Townsend. But for off-the-shelf, you can supply from Europe.
Because I asked her about one of the reasons why I visiting here. I want to do some different market research, especially the Asia market is a little bit harder to sell like the unloading-brace, because most of the doctors, the negative thing about the unloading-brace, because the brace is always side effect is the muscle weakness and the proprioception is a little bit weakness. They worry about that.
Yeah.
But how about in the European, the other country? What do you think?
This is a good question. So the penetration rate of unloading bracing for osteoarthritis in let's say Western countries is still low, but it's growing a lot. I think in the States, not entirely sure of that percentage, but I think it's maybe 2 to 3%. In Europe, it's about the same. And the way we analyze that is because although they are in the guidelines, if you take ORC guidelines, they talk about bracing, but there's a lot of education to do to the doctors. Like you said, some doctors will say you get a brace, muscle atrophy, etc. Actually, there are a lot of studies going against that, but it just takes time to educate and to say actually it's a good, and for patients who cannot have total knee replacement for different reasons, for medical reasons. Some, if they are young and they start to have OA, if you start having a knee replacement, partial replacement at, let's say 50, 55, 10 years later, another one, 10 years later, another one, your knee is like full of holes. So you can push back the surgery. It's not going to avoid the surgery, you can push back. So this kind of argument, some doctors, they listen to it. And for in some countries, in the UK, for example, there is a long waiting list if you want to do total knee replacement. So we sell some of these bracing, the lighter ones especially, for patients during the waiting time, which can go up to 1 year or a year and a half. So yeah, you're right. A lot of doctors don't really go into conservative treatment, but I think to us it's more of a lack of education. That's why we try to do clinical studies. We have a poster about this one that we presented yesterday, and so it's kind of also part of our job to educate on that. But it's conservative treatment should be the first option to consider.
And also you have custom-made option also.
Yes, we have. So we don't have here, but we have a custom-made option.
So you don't have any change about the measurement system?
I will show you. We have a. So this is it's all in composite material. Maybe have you done any made to measure with Townsend back?
Yeah. Before,
so it was the premier range.
Yeah.
We changed this range, which now it's called Tri-Step Ligament Neo orthosis, and it's made of composite. And all the measurements that you need to send are here. It's quite similar to the measurements that you used to use. We just added maybe a few more options and so on. But and it's still made in the USA.
Because some company they change the measurement system like the 3D scanning.
Yeah, we can also receive scanning.
Oh, really?
It's easier actually. More and more of our measurement sheets. Usually people fill in a measurement sheet and you can send a scan, because in the measurement sheet you put some comments also.
Thank you for having time.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Yeah.